What's going on, guys? It's your man Money Kid, aka Just Perfect, and I'm here to give you the exclusive review on the infamous franchise known as Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's go! So in this video, I'm going to talk about the three components that comes into Call of Duty, which are the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the campaign because for me, I'm a very story-driven person, and when I first play a Call of Duty game, I go right to the campaign. And I must say that this campaign is actually pretty good. I had my doubts about this game. I thought it was going to be like the last one, but this one actually turned out to be different. It's not really futuristic as much, but it's more for like that galactic warfare kind of feel. Like if you ever watched the movie Independence Day, it feels almost sort of like that. And with this campaign, it actually plays a cinematic experience for the player, and they added in a lot of well-named actors from Game of Thrones. You got actors from the CW shows. So there's many famous faces that you see in this game. And one thing I like to bring out is that even though for this campaign, I haven't really beat the whole game yet, but for this campaign, from what I know, it's a pretty short storyline. But the good thing about this game is that this one has side missions. Now, when I found that out, I was like, wow, they're actually doing something different. Even though it's something small, they're bringing more into their campaign era. So I felt like that was a major good thing that they brought into the game. So yeah, this one feels a lot different. You have a lot more animations that you could do based on knifing, shooting, grenades, how you could customize your grenade pack, not just your whole loadout. So the campaign actually really is looking good. I've only played half of it, so once I beat the other half, I'll give you a better perspective of what I feel. But as of right now, the campaign's actually looking really good. I don't want to spoil everything, so that's that. Now, I'm gonna move on to multiplayer. Now, the multiplayer in this game, I would have to say, is the worst one out of all of them. Now, I say it's the worst because it is exactly a copy and paste from Black Ops 3 to this one. Everything is pretty much the same, like the game modes, of course, obviously, but the character creation, the guns you have are pretty much the same. The lethal pack, the tactical pack, the perks are almost the same. Like almost everything about this game feels exactly how the last one did. And I was kind of mad because I thought they was gonna go away from the whole jetpack booster thing because they had it in the previous two games, but no, they kept that going. And I know a lot of people don't actually like that, so that's one of the major things that I feel like really they kind of just copied and pasted with. Is like you're gonna get that environment where everyone's just jumping around shooting, and sometimes people can get tired of it, but I guess people still like it. But me personally, I'm kind of tired of it now. But the character creation, I feel like it was actually a downgrade because now it's like you could choose between 6 characters, even though each individual character has their 3 different, I should say, loadouts or different powers. I still feel like it's better how they did it in Black Ops 3, where as in you had 9 to 10 characters, I forgot how many there were. You have different characters that have at least 2 different powers, so that way it feels like everyone is picking someone differently every time. It's not, you don't see the same faces on a battle. So that's one of the things that I didn't really like about this game. But what I will say about multiplayer is that they do have a couple new game modes which are Frontline and Defender. I've actually played a couple battles, and those are actually pretty fun. But overall, still, I feel like this one just, they didn't really care about it. They didn't really put their time into thinking something totally different. So that's what I have to say about the multiplayer. It's pretty much, for me, I feel like they could have done a better job, since that is the core of their game. They could have done a better job, and I honestly don't think this one was good at all. Like, I've only touched multiplayer maybe 3 times from when I bought it. So that's that. And last but definitely not least, we're gonna jump into zombies.
I am Willard Wyler, master of the macabre. For over 40 years, I directed the most terrifying, visceral, and bloody scenes ever committed to film. My contribution to horror is nothing short of genius. Before my retirement, people demanded to know my secret. How did I make it all look so real? If you really want to know how the sausage is made in a Willard Wyler picture, the recipe is simple. First, you add actors. Then, you start grinding. Hello?
Now, with zombies, I would have to say, me, I'm like the biggest zombie player. Like, I play zombies way more than I play multiplayer. And this zombies blew me away. Like, I think this is I wouldn't say the best, but this is the most fun zombies that they've ever made. Because you don't get any better than playing at an amusement park that has an arcade, that has a ride, that has cool 80s music with a cool DJ, and the characters, they have their own, you know, hipster feel to them, and all that combined just makes the game like amazing. And I haven't got to do an Easter egg yet, but just doing what you can do around the game, like you can activate rides to kill zombies, you could collect tokens to get different equipment, you could get these shades that I don't know exactly what they do yet, but they give you that black and white effect. And just doing that with your friends, that's like the coolest zombie experience you could ever have. Also, one thing I do want to talk about is the arcade. Now, you could play the arcade when you get to that area, but the coolest thing that I found out is when you actually die, you go into like the arcade heaven. In order to come back to life, you actually have to play the arcade games. I thought that was like the best feature of the whole zombies. The fact that you can, not only do you have to wait until the round is over, but you can actually play arcade games and fill up a meter, and once that meter is full, you can just come right back into the game. So that is a good feature, so that way the game can keep running over and over and over. Like me and other group members, we made it up to, I believe, 26 so far, but that's only because, you know, we just first started, you know, we was getting a hang of it. But soon, you know, we're gonna probably be doing Easter eggs, looking at everything the game has to offer, you know, getting all the weapons, doing all that stuff. So this one, I will say again that this is the most fun one, and it also, this one has a lot of replay value. Like, I can see myself playing this zombie map like over and over and over, and I can't wait for the future ones, because I just hope they're gonna be as fun as this one was. So that's pretty much all it. Now, based on all the game modes of Call of Duty, I'm gonna have to give this game a rate. So first, I'm gonna give you an individual rate that I said for each one, and then I'm gonna give you an overall. So what I gave for campaign, I gave the campaign pretty much a B, because, you know, it's a really good campaign. It's different, but it didn't like blow me all the way away like how, let's say, my favorite was Black Ops 2, and I feel like that one blew me away because everything in that game was like, it turned the story around. You know, you see different things going on, but these stories is kind of like, you know, linear. It tells you an okay story, and that's that. So campaign, gave it a B. Now multiplayer, since I was very, very, very disappointed, I give multiplayer a D plus. because this one, it didn't feel different at all to me. Like I didn't see anything that improved from last year's. Like I actually felt like last Black Ops 3 was still better in every aspect. So I give that a D plus. And with zombies I give a A minus because this I think was the most fun zombies, and I can't wait to see how they're gonna play out the other ones. I had a lot of doubt in the zombies, but they really blew me away. So, with everything that we said about this game, the overall grade, based off the A plus grading scale, I'm gonna have to say that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare deserves a solid C plus. Yep, I said it, C plus. Based off campaign, multiplayer, and zombies all together, and I give it a C plus basically because that the multiplayer is the core, and that's the thing that they should focus on the most. That's why I give it a C plus instead of like a B or a B minus. So there you have it. There's my review, and I hope you liked the video. Be sure to like and subscribe below, and I'll see you soon. See ya.